This is worth the wait because Billy Carson is a fast-rising star in this field that combines archaeoastrology and astroanthropology. Just think about that. Just archaeoastronomy, astroarchaeology. This is the cutting-edge paradigms, and people like Billy have studied both ancient civilization, the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, and future ET civilization. So we get a combination of the past and the future, and we have it explained in a really intelligent, intellectual way, because in order for us to really make a shift in the world out there, we have to bring these concepts back to a way we can understand them and explain them. So I'm very happy Billy Carson's here. Let's give Billy a big hand. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Can you hear me pretty good? Okay, great. Okay. Thanks for the introduction. I appreciate that. As he stated, my name is Billy Carson. I'm excited to be here. I'm sweating, but it's not because I'm nervous, because I very rarely get nervous, to be honest with you. I'm just hot. And I'm not taking off my jacket because I'm on film. But I want to thank everybody for coming out. I really appreciate you guys. We had a little technical difficulties, but we're going to get on our way. This is a little bit about my bio up here. As you know, you've probably seen me on Gaia, Deep Space, Ancient Civilizations. I've been on Buzzsaw. I've been on Beyond Belief. I've been on George Norrie's Coast to Coast AM 3 times. I've been on with Jimmy Church. I've been on a lot of notable places, and I believe that they're contacting me to come on and talk about this stuff is because I have some information that I'd like to share. They believe it's valid information for the general population, the general public. So without further ado, let's get started and get into this presentation. As you know, I'm the author of the Compendium of the Emerald Tablets. It's a new book that has just been released. It's only available on forbiddenknowledge.com with the number 4, forbiddenknowledge.com right now. I do have some books available back here. If anybody wants one, I'll autograph the book for you and personalize it after I get off the stage tonight. This is just a photo that I took when I just got back from Peru a few weeks ago. I've been traveling all over the world. I've been around the world twice in 2018. 2018, I've been around the world twice. I made a dedication to myself. I've been traveling for a very long time. I mean, I went to Chichen Itza back at 20 years ago. But I made a dedication to myself moving forward. This was back in 2017, that moving forward, I would get more hands-on in the field. Not just to be labeled as a researcher or a conspiracy theorist, or I like to call myself a conspiracy realist, but a person that actually goes out and gets his hands dirty and gets out there and find out, for my own self, what it feels like, what it smells like, what it tastes like. And so that's what I've been dedicated to. This is a picture that I just took just a few weeks ago. Amazing view at the top of Machu Picchu. I'm going to be doing a tour of Peru in 2020, actually, as well. I'll be announcing that probably online very soon. Just another photo. And I also proposed at that very spot. So if she would have said no, I was just going to roll right off the edge. Because, hey, I mean, I can end it right there and nobody would, know any different. I mean, we're literally at the very edge. It's like a 250-meter drop right there. So I figured I'd just roll off and be done with myself. But luckily for me, she did say yes. So that worked out. We're going to get married in that same spot as well. So we'll get married there probably when I do the tour of Peru. So everybody who comes to the tour of Peru will probably be at the wedding. Best man. Today we're going to talk about the Fractal Holographic Universe. This is a photo that I took at the Field Museum in Chicago. And we're going to go into fractals. One of the things I like to do when I teach and talk about these types of things in lectures and workshops, I like to use a lot of visual material because people I found are very visual. And the majority of people are actually visual. And that's why Instagram has been such a big success. Instagram became a big success because it's very visual. It's mostly photos. I remember when it first came out, and me, myself, was not really too much of a visual learner for whatever reason. But so when it first came out, I was doubting. I was like, pictures? I actually chuckled at the fact that just putting pictures online, I'm like, what are people going to put pictures of? How many pictures can you put up? Then I said, one day I said, okay, let me just try this thing, because a lot of people started getting on Instagram like in 2011. So at the end of 2011, I said, let me make an Instagram account and post a couple of crazy photos and just see what happens. The next thing you know, it turned into something I couldn't even believe. You know, from the beginning of 2012 until now, 801,000 now as of today on Instagram. Facebook started much later. It's around 600-something thousand. But between all 130 accounts that I have, it's up to almost 3 million people that follow all my different accounts. A lot of you are following other accounts, so you don't even know that I actually own those accounts. That's a part of the fractal. So what is a fractal exactly? A lot of people throw this term around a lot in the conscious community and in science as well, and physics. And a lot of people utilize it themselves, but not really having a true in-depth understanding of what a fractal actually is. So I wanted to pull up the definition. A curve or geometric figure, each part of which has the same statistical character as a whole. Fractals are usual in modeling structures as eroded coastlines and snowflakes, in which similar patterns recur progressively at smaller scales, and in describing partly random chaotic phenomena such as crystal growth, fluid turbulence, and galaxy formation. So you see why we're talking about fractals. Of course, the last term there, galaxy formation. I really do believe, and not just me, other physicists, scientists, really do believe that we're living in a fractal holographic universe, and I'm hoping that the information I present to you today will give you enough that you can go back and research for yourself and come up with your own understanding of it, and maybe you'll see it my way, maybe you won't. But I'm going to give you the information nonetheless, and hopefully it does have an impact on you, and you can see the perspective.